You will get the most from any Systems to Win video when you launch it from its video homepage.
With the Systems to Win add-in installed in Excel, select the Systems to Win Templates button in the Systems to Win menu. Then scroll to select your swim lane functional flowchart template, which is called FlowSwim, or if you have an older version, it used to be the functional flowchart. It opens to a help worksheet with lots of help and training. Once you know what you're doing, click the button to open a blank sheet. And then let's rename it using what you already know about familiar Microsoft Excel. And then, like every Systems to Win template, near the top of the page, there's a link to online training. Let's click that link. That opens the training page that contains step-by-step instructions and training videos to learn everything that you need to know to master your powerful new tool. You'll get a whole lot more value out of your tools if you take a few moments to learn how to use them. Before getting into how, the first question is why and when would you use your swim lane template instead of some other type of flowcharting tools? In other words, are you using the right tool in the first place? And here on our training page, if we scroll down just a little bit, it tells us that our swim lane template is ideal for cross-departmental processes with medium length cycle times. So one of the most popular ones would be sales order processing, purchase order processing, engineering change orders, stuff like that. Now if we click this link, we can choose between other types of flowcharts that might be better for processes that don't get handed off between teams, or processes that have really short cycle time, stamping out a widget. As a rule of thumb, if your process takes less than a half an hour, a swim lane functional flowchart is probably the wrong choice. But if it is the right choice, then right at the top of the training page, it explains the three main reasons that you use a swim lane flowchart. The first is to make it real visual, to analyze and eliminate delays and waste. You're improving the flow of a process. And the second is to standardize it, to use it as standard work to make sure people actually do it the way that you thought that they were going to do it. And the reason that you're using this Excel swim lane flowchart is to do what Visio can't. If all that you want to do is draw art to put on your wall, then Visio can make a very good looking flowchart. But if we click this button to go to the lower right corner of our flowchart, we see what Visio can't do. To see things better, let's unfreeze our panes. There we go. And then let's do that again. That takes us to our lower right corner, where we see these metrics that show us the answers to the questions that were the reasons that we drew this flowchart in the first place. Questions like, how long is this going to take? How much of my people's time is going to be required? How many people do I need? Is this going to work? Are we going to have enough time? Let's scroll up and change some data. Let's say instead of 30 minutes, this is going to take 3,000 minutes. We scroll back down and notice that it turned bold red to tell us that our cycle time isn't going to meet our time available. Our capacity is not going to meet our customer demand. In other words, our plans aren't going to work. So then we might want to do some what-if analysis. What if we made more than one at a time? What if we worked overtime? What if we worked Saturdays? What if we did some Kaizen events to improve our quality? Getting answers to those types of questions is the reason that you're using this Excel-based swim lane template instead of Visio.